Obviously, you have so many celebrity female friends. Do they inspire you at all? They all have their own crazy things going on. But how do these women inspire you as well?
So many of my female friends inspire me through hard work and through dedication and whenever I need advice, and through their strength, and I pull off of that. And so I think it's really cool to have a circle of friends that are doing amazing things and have the exact same similar pressures as you face, and particularly being in the public eye. For me, it's really important just to kind of almost bounce different ideas and different strategies off of how they're handling things.
You talk a lot about being in the spotlight, and Meghan opened up about that in her documentary, just feeling like the pressures. Do you relate to her in that moment?
I'm not sure many people that can relate on that level. I don't think I can. I just really think she's the strongest, literally the strongest person I know, and the nicest, sweetest. She's flew all the way with a newborn to see me play in New York, and flew all the way back that night, and I probably couldn't have done that. That kind of goes to show you what an amazing person that she is, and that's just one of the many things that she does for me. I call her, text her anytime, crying, upset. She's always there, and doesn't matter what she's going through, she just sets time away, and she's just so amazing.
Wow, and I love that you guys are both mommies and married now. Life is so different, right?
We married now.
Tell me a little bit about why it was time for jewelry.
Well, I'm building a brand, and we started out with fashion, and we've actually been doing fashion for a few years, and it's great. I'm glad you got to see our New York fashion show, which was insane. And then after that, we were like, what do we do? Let's do something different. And so jewelry kind of popped up, and what a wonderful way to just express yourself in a different way is like by wearing some really cool jewelry pieces.
Yeah. So can you tell me a little bit, I see you're wearing some of these pieces. Tell me a little bit about the pieces and what we can expect.
I'm really inspired by trends in fashion and what's in style, and these chain links are really in style, so we did like it in a choker. Obviously it also comes in a longer version as well. One trend in jewelry, well, first of all, I had to learn trends in jewelry. Okay, so I'm come from fashion, and I'm like, okay, you learn trends about fashion, and now I'm like learning things about trends in jewelry, which one really big trend was like stars and suns and stuff like that. So we did like a lot of things. I'm wearing like the star collection as well. So it's been really cool. It's a new learning experience for me. I'm always trying to do something different, but our whole collection is amazing. We have some inspiring pieces, some that say inspire. One of my favorites that I wear a lot is one that says sexy. I just think it's just really cool to have that on your neck and just remind people, yeah, I'm sexy, I'm hot. So it's all fine jewelry, so it's all 14 carats with diamonds, and it's different and it's fun and it's so amazing.
I didn't know that until I saw your team putting some of it out, and I was like, oh, damn, I didn't
Yeah,
know
this is real.
rare.
Yeah.
Like, this is no joke. She's serious. So you said you hope women gift themselves with these items. I absolutely love that. I gift myself a little too much. But why is this message so important for women?
It's so important for women to gift themselves, because actually that's one thing I don't do. I never take out the time and just say, I'm going to do this for myself, because you know what? I deserve it. I've worked hard my whole life, and I deserve to treat myself. So I've never really done that throughout, literally, if you can imagine. Like, I'm always so focused in my career, I never take out that time. So I really wanted to do that, not only for myself, but also tell other women, like, gift yourself or be kind to yourself. You deserve it. It's a really important message.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It doesn't shock me, though, because I feel like you're so, like, such a hard worker, and so you have so many things going on, and I feel like women like that, we tend to, forget about ourselves.
Yes, we do. I know I do. And if I do, I'm sure other women who are doing far more than I'm doing tend to forget about themselves. And so we've got to remember ourselves.
Absolutely.
And it's like love yourself, but it's easier said than done. And I'm still working on it myself. I still yet to get a pedicure in like months. It's just like, because I'm so busy, and like those are the little things that we have to do to take care of ourselves.
I know,
and, like,
it's so hard.
especially when you have a kid, it just gets a little harder. So,
Speaking of your adorable Olympia, she's gorgeous. I know you have said before she's into fashion. So do you think of her when you kind of create these lines? I know you guys have mommy and me looks a lot.
yeah. Well, I love my mommy and me looks. In particular with the jewelry line, we gave her like this little heart necklace that kind of matched my heart, because if you notice my career, I always wear hearts when I'm on the court. Just, yeah, it's really weird, but I love hearts. So of course I wanted to add and incorporate, hearts with diamonds in our collection. So yeah, it's just been really cool, and I had to make her a little heart. So she's too young to wear it,
That is so cute. One day she's
One
going to be
day.
stealing all your stuff. Okay, so you had said fashion was a part of your life from a very early age. Can you tell me a little bit about how you were always drawn to this?
Yeah, I've always been a super creative person. I feel like the more and the older I get, the more creative I get, like with things I want to wear on the court. And even early in my career, I'd wear all this crazy jewelry on the court because it's a lot of the time that's where people see me, and I want people to see me at my best. And, so that was really interesting. But I've always been creative. For me, fashion in particular, I used to sew when I was super young, and actually I sew when I still sew. It's kind of like this calming effect. It just makes me. It's like knitting. It just makes you calm, and it's something to do. Obviously, sewing is way different than fashion. It's a completely different world, but that's kind of how it started for me when I was super, super young. And then it started like that, and I went to school for it years and eons ago. And and so then that kind of happened, and then everything else started falling into place.
So this was always a bit in the rear view for you. You always sort of thought maybe this would be the next step for you.
I never thought maybe. I always knew I would be in fashion.
Okay.
I never thought about what to do that next. So I'm excited that we dived into jewelry next, and stay tuned. There might be other things coming.
Oh, she's teasing us.
There's always a tease.